It's here.
Conversation, verbal, elation, stimulation, education. This is Menage with the Mary Jane Maven. When we on the air, it's always a lituation. Might talk about some litigation, might talk about some immigration, might talk about some politics, but never talking nonsense. Yes, we on in this live. Watch and listen, it's a vibe. Watch it while you getting high, or you can listen while you drive. Just don't forget to subscribe.
Roll up. Trying to get high. Roll up.
Roll up, trying to get high. I think that is my favorite part of my intro. What's up, everybody? It is your girl, the Mary Jane Maven. Welcome to a little late night Friday fest. Y'all ain't doing nothing. We're not supposed to be doing anything. Just because the restaurants can open a little bit, and there's some that, like Denny's out here, that act like we don't know what the corona is. Let's pile everybody in here. You're still supposed to be at home. We're still supposed to be distancing. And if you are, you're in small groups like we are tonight with family. I know you guys know who my guest co-host is. Let's just say he saved my year anniversary episode. I don't know why. People have to remind me what happened. I don't know. But we have Bam here. We have our recipient of our crowning Black excellence or Black eminence for the Black History Month. And you know what I do? I like to let everybody get their shine and have the floor. So let the people know, remind them who is sitting next.
Wordplay official, Sacramento's finest. And you say slap season.
All day.
One half of bar one. And you say hard heads.
He reminds me of a little bit. Do you guys watch No Jumper? No. Do you know who AD is?
Okay. See, here we go. Fast.
Do you know? Do you watch it?
No. Because now I need to be able to
you
prepare
remind
myself.
Me. You sit just a little bit. If you guys watch No Jumper
No
and know who
Jumper,
AD is, yes, you remind me a little bit of AD. And I'm gonna have to send you a clip.
I better not look like this dude.
I didn't think so until I just kind of. You guys could be cousins. Legit, you could be cousins.
Why is he fat with a beard?
He's well. He's best friends with OT Genesis. And they go around the world and, do big things. What is it called, babe? They're in the big leagues?
My bad, AD. I don't know who you are.
They're in the big leagues together. So has a rap career.
Why does this remind you of me?
You have to watch him on the podcast.
Okay.
You sound like him. You come across like he does that demeanor. I'm not saying look.
I don't know, dude. So
watch a No Jumper episode. Shout out to No Jumper. I like Adam 22, AD's family. AD's brother is also.
So we have the same personality.
Yes.
Okay, I could do.
Yeah. You could totally go on and.
There's no way I can grow a beard.
You have a little bit more going on.
No, that's the shadow.
It's a shadow. What's a good shadow? But AD is fam as far as like that's fam. That's that's another Black man. That's king. All respect to you. Adam 22, love him as well. And AD's brother. Shout out. Adam 22, give him a show. So I just wish that you guys could see how the hubbies look at me. But shout out to the hubby. Shout out to my homegirl over here as well, Sam. You guys will hear her. You heard her, I think, on his very first episode. But this is his queen. She's here as well. So you may hear her, jump in.
Oh, she's gonna talk.
Yes. Yeah. So it's always good.
She's gonna.
So, guys, we're gonna jump right into. I don't really have a quote. I have more of a sentiment, and we are gonna quote the great Will Smith from the episode when he was trying to teach Ashley, how to handle herself. Just mind your business. Just mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. Please, people, mind your motherfucking business. Don't try to start drama because your life is so sad. I'm sorry that your life is sad. I don't have anything to do with it. I'm living my best life. Don't hate on the life that I'm living because you're so sad. So whatever you think you can do to me, it's not. Now, anybody that follows me knows me well. They know where this sentiment comes from. It's all over my Facebook today, but I don't want it to be my mindset, so I'm letting it go. It's out in the universe. I'm not giving you any more energy, but that is today's little quote. So we are going to jump right on into the bullshit. Before we talk to our crowning Black eminence this evening, we have one here, and we have another one that we're going to talk about who very, very funny. I find out that the two recipients grew up together
Same
and know
street.
each other. So
Small town,
yeah,
Sacramento's finest.
they're, you know, city of trees. But it
Crazy.
also shows you how small of a world it is and why you need to keep your circle tight. You know, never burn
Or
bridges.
we just grew up on a magical street. You know what I mean? And everybody that was in that neighborhood is all famous.
Oh, what part of Sac was it?
This is South Sac, man. It's
Sac.
Florida town.
Hey, now we got a lot to say about South Sac, especially with the current or the recent crimes committed by an individual that was from Sac. You guys know the guy that was in Fairfield or Vacaville who killed the 2 women who was on Instagram.
I don't know who that is, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
He like was live with it. They had like a video.
Live.
He recorded himself, and the girl's dead laying on the floor right next to him. Like no problem. Like,
just like they were alive. Like they were. He was just My brother says he knows him. I don't know how y'all. We grew up in Elk Grove. My brother acts like he grew up in like on Meadowview. But my brother knew him. My brother knew of like the crew that kind of hung out with Mozzie back in the day. I didn't know that he knew this because I was like, we grew up in entire Elk Grove. I don't know what he was supposed to be doing when he was supposed to be at a football game on Friday night. But yeah, so we've gotten a little bit of, I don't want to say notoriety, but focus on us lately because of that situation. But yeah, so we don't want to get into the negatives. What we are going to talk about though, what we're going to start off with is talking about Meek and Tekashi. We're going to go ahead and do our spark and salutations. Thank you for this nice job. Wordplay did here, rolling this up. And you remember which one you wrote? You remember which one you wrote?
he mixed it. It's a salad.
I don't know. It's one of them bags with the weed in it.
It's a salad.
Perfect. Shout out to our homies. Yeah, there you go. Shout out to Charlie. This came from you, so I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. So thank you to that. Everybody light up. Get your sativa, get your indica, get your hybrid, get your dab, get your your saucepan, whatever it is. Get your edible, whatever it may be. Bong, there we go. Light it up. So speaking of bong, you know my dad recently asked my brother for a bong, and I was like, oh, now he's trying to do a lot there. I was like, we better get him. As a matter of fact, it's on the stove on low right now. This, infused coconut oil, and he better work with.
You gotta get him
what a 60-plus-year-old man does.
You gotta get him the old school graphic bomb with the clown sticker on the top.
Okay.
The old school bubbler.
Now I remember
my first bong joint. Remember
you gotta write my first bong.
And my dad probably lit
old
as hell.
School.
I just remember finding their shoebox top with their roach clip that had a
with the feather on it. Stop playing.
And their weed was so bad because their weed was nothing but seeds.
Come on, man.
So can you imagine if I gave my dad some weed now with a bong? It was like, go ahead. Hurt.
You gotta find him some regular shit.
I'm a vape pen. You guys know I'm in education, so I think the best way to introduce a parent, somebody who hasn't smoked in a while or maybe who never did, wink, wink, but get them a vape pen because it helps them to microdose. They can find out exactly how many hits they can take and how lit they are.
Fuck that. Roll the niggas a real joint.
How old is he?
60 or
yeah.
65.
How good is your husband trying to hit a bong? He
might go to sleep. If he want a bong, you might as well give him a real.
My dad does not need a bong right now. I can't be responsible. I can't be responsible for my dad just laying on the couch eating and watching American Dad all day.
You know where he's
chilling. I mean, he's happy.
It will make kids because my dad's worked. My dad, they retired my dad because they were like, look, you need to stop, okay? And not because he wasn't able to, but just because you get to a certain age and you're a business, you're gonna get rid of the oldest first. You know what I'm saying? Those are closest to retirement.
Yeah.
So he basically got put in early retirement, and here you go. And my dad went and found another job immediately. And I'm like, if you don't sit your butt down somewhere, but my dad's always been the type to work, always. Even when he was sick, he went to work. So, and I'm happy to do that, but I don't want him to go to the dispensary and buy a pre-roll for $16 and the weed's worth $4. But he won't ask me. He only talk to my brother about it. So it's funny. I would love to take him to a show or go to a show and buy some stuff. Honestly, he just needs to open up and let me go ahead and just make a delivery every week because I would have him primed ready. But right on the stove. So if you guys start smelling it, you're not tripping. I have some infused coconut oil boiling down. So I want to make him some edibles. a salve.
Did I tell you about my machine I got?
No, did you get a?
I got the Levo too.
Oh, did you?
Girl.
We're gonna have to. So if you guys don't know about the Levo, it's a great way for you guys to make your own infused products at home. The way that I do it is the old school way. I decarb it in the oven. I boil it on the stove. We kind of separate it. But the Levo is great. Yeah,
it does all of it.
Because all of it.
It dries it, it activates it, it infuses it,
and does it all. Yeah,
you push it out straight like a cure.
Ooh, it might be you guys make easier to make a syrup. That's what I want to make.
I want to do honey too.
Yeah,
make some honey.
That's how you infuse vodka. Or like Hennessy or something. You infuse the honey and then you put the honey inside. Okay. You put that inside the alcohol.
Yeah. So, and I got some coconut oil.
Nice, girl, right there on the stove. We go look at it.
Some avocado oil.
Look, intimacy lube.
Some who?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Because I went to the show one time, they gave me this spray. Oh my!
Or make your own. You make your own.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. This batch that I'm making is for salve. It's for some edibles, and it's
no one heard him say high cooter. High
cooter.
Got
That's
you.
exactly what it is. It's a high cooter.
That's a good name for it. Hey, don't steal it. Trademark right now.
That's high cooter. Mark it down.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Push record.
Right, we got it right now. Don't play. It's on. We got it. This will stand up in court. It works, and it does. It definitely does. And it definitely works when you use the right. If you get a real good, shake strain of something, and carb that or use your Levo. Levo is great. That's not the one that's owned by the black woman, is it?
I have no idea.
No, there's another one. I think it's Ardent. I want to use. That's actually owned by a black woman. 2 Chainz. You know how 2 Chainz does his. Yeah. He was on there, and she was trying to do big, like, I could blow with you. Yeah. So she, kind of.
You don't be funny because you know that shit.
Works on y'all just like it works on us. Put it on that nerve.
On yourself too. Don't lie.
See, that's what I'm about to be on you. It works and it helps out, and it's
it does
for people that have been together during the pandemic and you guys are still in love. You got to keep that shit. You got to keep the cooter high. I like it. You got to keep a high cooter. I like that. So I'm gonna switch things a little bit because we're gonna talk about meat and Takashi first. But let's talk about a high cooter. Let's talk about things that are high in cooters and situations. So let's talk about T.I.
Oh no! First of all, see, I like how you introduced. Sorry,
got to get into the, that kind of rolls together, the high cooter and their situation.
Set me up.
So I'm gonna give. I know if you haven't heard, I don't know where you've been.
That's a different type of high cooter. Though.
Yeah, like there's a whole cancel culture. There's a whole cancel thing about T.I. and Tiny right now.
It's not gonna happen, but anyway.
I don't think so either because I'm gonna use T.I. word expeditiously. It would have occurred. I love how that nigga uses the biggest words ever. So I just got out of jail.
You gotta use big words just because he's so little. Just like a little dog always got a bark all the time.
I like that. The way that works now, this is definitely getting back to him like tomorrow. Somebody's about to share this.
I love him. I'm sorry if that's something.
Look, Get Loose is still my song. Always to this day. Like Get Loose, boom. And that kind of leads into what we were also talking about.
I definitely don't condone the egregious allegations.
Allegedly. No. Okay, so I'm going to say this. There's, everybody's talking about their swingers. We knew this, we knew that. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about swinging. There's always some chicks that are single, especially when you're a celebrity like that. And we know that whole kind of celebrity swinging is on the under. Everybody has an NDA. You don't say shit, which I understand because I would have somebody sign an NDA too, and I'm not even that famous, but don't tell my business. But there's a lot of people that go after shit to chase clout. There's a lot of these stories that came out that if you go back and you look at them, bad grammar,
they're lies.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell right away. So if the woman who came out with it, and then Shakana, she didn't help the whole situation.
No, she's the one that made them look guilty over
as fuck.
Anybody making them look guilty.
And that's your girl.
That's what I'm saying. That's what made it worse.
Yeah. So like that whole situation, her coming out and running her mouth. But I just think that wherever there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not saying that there is not any truth. Maybe some women being treated unfairly. But I also think that these women went there willingly to have fun, to have a threesome, to get the best Molly, to get the best Coke, whatever else. And then sometimes some shit may have gone sideways. And now they can come out anonymously in some way and tell their story, allegedly. I take it with a grain of salt. I take it with that's their people's bedroom, and that as long as they were of age and these women were there willingly, which I think a lot of them did, then y'all stay out of their business. Because everybody says, "Oh, we've known about it for a long time." Then why didn't you do some shit a long time ago?
What was the
Just like R.
like?
Kelly. Everybody knew some shit a long time ago.
Right.
Why should have done some shit a long time
I
ago?
was sitting here at that point in my life, 15, 16 or not. This
That-
may
that's-
sound horrible. I'm sorry, but it's the truth of my eyes. I was already doing things. You know what I'm saying? I was out there. Now, Royal Todd, I loved R. Kelly back then. If he had rolled up on me and was like, "Hey, come," willingly. I'm sorry, I would have went with R. Kelly. Yes, I would. I didn't even know you back then, so you can't be mad about it. I would have went with R. Kelly. I sure the fuck would have.
No,
At
look,
15, 16, I would have. Girl, you see I'm rolling with it? I'm out.
girl, don't let him just come out with. I mean, 12 play was more like 6th, 7th, 8th grade for us.
Now,
But let's say he came up with,
I'm going home.
"You remind me of my Jeep" and shit like that.
Is
Like,
there
come
a
on.
commercial button?
No, but how many girls did we go to school with
No,
that
this-
after school got picked up by a grown ass man?
Yeah.
Who
It
brought
happened on
some
my
a
campus.
grown ass man to prom?
It happened on my campus. Sac High. It happened on Sac High.
Oh.
I swear to God, it did.
Oh.
This younger girl, she was dating an older Mexican, and he came on campus because he had some insecurities, and the police had to get called because he put his hands on her on campus.
Now, we can't act like this shit wasn't happening before, as far as, like I said, R. Kelly's situation. But we can't sit up and say, I knew there was inkling, there was always talks, but
I'm
then
saying R.
just
Kelly.
Bill Cosby.
No,
He
Robert
said
did that
Robert
shit.
did that. R. Kelly did the music.
Oh, I get you.
That's
And I
what
like that
we're talking
separation
about
too,
right
because
now.
nobody is not going to tell me I'm not going to play 12 play.
No, I was step in the name of love.
Look, don't sing that too loud. Deuce will be down here in a second singing with you. That's his.
Bounce, bounce,
I be doing the
bounce,
dance. I was doing the dance,
bounce, bounce, bounce.
There's a wedding going on
bounce.
right now, and they are stepping in the name of love.
all day.
Right this second, okay? There's choirs that still sing "You," I believe I can fly every Sunday,
Check it out.
starting it off.
If you
So-
don't play "Step in the Name of Love" on my birthday, y'all
Right.
don't love me.
It's somebody.
I mean, come on.
Birthday.
And that poor man is in jail with ingrown toenails and can't even get
No,
in
he did that
any
shit.
care.
That was not
He
for
did
him.
it.
R. Kelly, not Robert. I don't
Robert
Robert.
Robert
in
did.
jail.
And I
Robert
think
did
they
it.
got mad about it and got jealous, but I think they was aware. Of the
No, I'm not
situation,
trying to
right?
be rude.
And here's my thing: like, how you know that
Hey,
he wasn't
big girl,
walking the
can
room
you-
because he's insecure?
Shit.
He insecure nigga got partners over you. Ain't coming out here around these niggas.
What do you
Stay
think
your
about
ass
the
in
parents,
back.
though? What do you
So
think
they
about
were
the
helping
parents?
these niggas. Don't come out here.
We all
Okay, man. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
I
here
just,
trying to be cute.
I'm
in front
not
of my
going
friends.
to. I'm never going to cancel. I'm never going to cancel R. Kelly. Robert, we can cancel him all day. But yes, back to Tiny Tiny kind of thing.
Yeah.
What do the men in the room? What do you guys think about the situation? Do you think that there's some truth to it? Do you think that T.I. needs to take a little step back? Because after you talking about your daughter and going into her,
I
You know,
wholeheartedly
OBGYN appointments and-
disagree with these egregious allegations held before my family.
it sounds like a total Instagram apology here. Like it totally
That's
does.
T.I.'s apology.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like if everybody just mind their business,
Yeah, I don't know either one of them. So
let's hold these women accountable. I'm not saying that there aren't. Look, I'm a victim. I'm a survivor, but I'm not saying that there aren't women that will play that game for a little bit of clout.
I think people are just too ready to go ahead and jump on Twitter and be like, let's not fuck with
everybody,
people. Let's not
everybody has
fuck
a
with
voice
people.
now.
Everybody
Everybody
on
has a
social media.
voice now.
Yes.
Your opinion is so, and then not only like everybody had an opinion back in the day, but now your opinion is so fast now. It's
And
like,
everybody can find it.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And the right person read that shit, and it's like, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And let's jump on
I
that.
agree.
I mean,
But I don't know. I don't know either one of them.
yes, and I agree. I just feel that, especially in Black History Month, that is not the first thing that we should be, talking about or worrying about is bringing down a black man. A black man that's, that for all account, we know for all intents and purposes, he's around his kids. He takes care of his kids. You know what I'm saying? Tiny's still with them. Like, that's none of our business, what happens there. But I just want to, that's one of the hot topics.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
so-
well, look, Tom, well, good. I'm open book because I'm out of their business. But when they said Bill Cosby was doing the shit, I woke up and I heard it on the news and they was like, Bill Cosby raping bitches. And I was like, yeah, that happened.
You could see it.
Like, there's some shit that's so wild that you like,
You can't deny.
listen, that's so crazy that it's real. I knew that was happening. But I don't really know it was happening, but
I mean,
Bill Cosby is all of 1,001 years old. Why did we put that man?
you also got to take into effect that the time.
the time was different.
I'm not saying that rape ain't rape, but
Cliff
come on.
Huxtable could pull any bitch, and he was Jay-Z.
Wait, hold on.
Cliff Huxtable.
If a chick came to a hotel room, my hotel room,
Cliff
at
Huxtable?
3 o'clock in the morning, I don't care what it was, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm thinking she trying to get like
That's a booty call.
That's what it is. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Right?
You can't invite me out.
Right? And I got this to make the situation a little easier.
Look,
You know.
you had all night to go home.
I gotta stick this old man dick in.
Yes,
Let me take this
let me take this way to exactly.
Turn off the lights.
You had all night to go home.
Right. This nigga sells Jello pudding pops. I need some kind of drugs to be able to get me through. Come on.
The party was over at 11:30.
Or especially for
right.
him. You know the shit was over.
Right.
So when
So
you
we
go,
still up at 3 in the morning, and you going, yeah.
or he was gonna help make me a model. I didn't know Bill Cosby had a modeling
I don't know.
agency. Do you know what you're going to his room for?
Like,
Like,
You got a comment on YouTube
because you gotta be
Oh.
from, I think you guys know this dude, Dev Styles.
Yep.
oh, I think we know that.
He said, and you say slap season.
What's up, fam? We miss you. What you doing up? Isn't it kind of late out there? You know, past your bedtime?
You should make a beat.
What y'all doing up out there? I'm glad that you guys are safe. This is a friends, more than friend, family. They're out there in what they said is the greatest place ever, but I don't know. Our pipes don't freeze out here, and our electricity doesn't go off for weeks. It doesn't do that.
What did Dad say? I did not come all the way to Texas to be in snow.
Right.
You did. See?
But y'all chose to leave us.
Cali.
We love you still, but you know who's winning, Cali or Texas right now? And then y'all mayor or governor, I'm gonna take a trip to Cancun. Senator. There you go. Don't see that.
He warm and got all the electricity.
I was on the plane. Now he would have taken his ass to Cancun if people on the plane wouldn't have been fucking recording them and sending that shit out.
It's been a great day.
But we know Ted Cruz is a loser anyway because he let Trump talk about his wife, and then this nigga still support Trump. Like,
You can
He
fire.
probably don't like this
He don't
life.
want to lose his job.
Oh, well.
right? You don't let Trump talk hella shit about your wife and then just turn around and go, but he's the greatest ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, he worked for him, you know.
But he didn't. Well, let your watch. At this time, Trump was done. Like he didn't work for him anymore. Like this was on Trump's way out. Like this was right before the insurrection and everything. This was Trump's last hurrah of him being stupid. But yeah, so we're going to jump on a little bit away from that. But I want to jump into something even more salacious. I don't know if you guys knew, but I think this is genius. And BET Uncut should do this more often.
Oh, shit.
For Valentine's Day, which I don't know why y'all was like, Valentine's Day and Uncut? That goes together. But this entire week, BET Uncut has been back.
I'm sad I missed it.
I think it's tonight's the very last night.
I knew nothing about this.
It is,
That's
I
very
mean,
sad.
you guys, if you don't know BET Uncut,
I need a tip drill.
y'all don't know. I mean,
I need a tip
and it's funny because people watching now be like, this is what y'all excited about? Like it's tame
It's
compared to what you
it's
can
not
see.
as bad as you thought it was. From when we was younger, it was like, Joe, the whole ass was on TV.
Just he's swiping
And
credit cards through her ass.
Now it's called
Beta
TikTok.
suit, right?
The beta suit broke though in the video when she was shaking it. The
Yes.
one strap broke
The
and you
beta
just
suit
saw
broke.
the cheek was
Yes.
still going. They didn't cut away or nothing.
Yes.
It was a beautiful thing.
Fine. That one, you had
It's just on
Mighty
TikTok
Casey,
now, though.
White Girls. You had
It's the same shit.
Ain't Nothing Little Money in a Ziploc Bag. You had that one. You remember that song?
Shit.
The Bell Bondman.
Joker.
Yes, and Busy. There you go. Yep.
All of that nasty shit. Where you
Man,
be sitting there
fire.
watching it in the room with your TV low and the remote in your hand. You had to watch it like this, though.
Oh, you
Because-
were still at home? See, we were all in college, so
No,
we
see,
were
I was
like,
young.
yeah, we was like, leave the party.
So
'cause
you have to
Uncut
watch it
come out.
like this because if your door swung open, you
You
got to be
got to
like,
switch it.
boom.
That was like Skinamax back in the day. That's when we was watching Skinamax and Real Sex
And your parents,
oh, you remember that shit?
your parents didn't know what the recall button was.
at all, right?
They
They had no idea.
They thought it was the some shit to fuck the TV up. So they never touched that shit. So you gotta watch that shit like
You do.
this.
You just
You
went.
gotta watch it while it's on TV.
See, you
Kids will never know the struggle. That's what I'm saying.
they
Like
no.
you had to watch the crazy
No.
shit on TV,
No.
and with the remote right here, but you had to have it like timed out because you could hear your parents' footsteps
Coming in.
and you'd be like,
You know, you was so happy when you went to bed early. You was like,
And
"Oh,
you had-
o'clock."
but the
You
recall
saw it
channel,
right here.
the recall channel was like Nickelodeon.
You had it
So,
saved to something
You know what I
hella
mean? You had
goofy.
it
Yeah.
like, or
Yeah.
some good night
Mickey
TV.
Mouse Club or
like,
some
you know what I mean?
shit.
Like, you know what I mean?
Cosby Show. It was some
MTV,
shit.
MTV some videos or
Yeah.
something, like some
Yeah.
normal videos.
Yeah. So
Another message from YouTube. He says, "Wordplay, you got mail tomorrow. He been cooking."
Oh shit.
Uh oh.
Look, check this out.
Like we're gonna have to have
If
wordplay
you know,
back.
you know. If you don't know, it's already too late.
So
There's
yeah,
something
fam.
to say about
You
that.
know, I got that fire too, so I may need you to cook up a little something for me and get in the lab. You know.
Well, let me look. Let me if he's still
A
there.
little something.
If he's still there,
No.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Dev, me and Steele just hooked back up tonight. Master Steele came over to the lab tonight,
Oh.
and we got some shit in the works.
So I want to let y'all know,
He's
my
back in
son
Sacramento.
knows who E40 is, but to him, this dude is E40. He thinks he is. He thinks his rap. He just thinks that he's. He thinks that he says he says
Anytime
stuff
I-
that's intelligent.
anytime-
That's what he says.
I know he knows. I know he doesn't think I'll be 40.
Yeah, 'cause
but
he's
you
trying-
know.
His style.
So he knows
and his
different.
eyes.
But anytime I see him, you notice I always be like, "What's up?" Ooh.
Yeah, he loves it. He's so my son's so nonchalant, and he's just like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, just kind of goes with the flow. But he thinks he's like the greatest ever.
I'm
Which
Uncle E40.
Yeah.
Ooh, he knows I'm
we got them. We
But I
got
still
them.
do it to him.
And then the 9-year-old, he's just waiting for his chance. He's just waiting for you to like come over or have him come over, give him the headphones.
They
And
gotta be in the next video.
they say all the time, when's the next 4th of July?
Mm.
This is who we send 4th of July with, and this one's crazy from 4th of July. Let me tell you the fireworks. if you look anywhere in Southside
We can't talk about that.
and you look around, no, let me tell you guys what it was. Not even you, but let me say we stay about 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away from here. We sat in our yard this past Fourth. We lit some like little, from the fireworks
Did y'all
stand.
do it? Y'all did
No,
it,
we didn't have to.
No,
Because
y'all looked
everybody
over.
around here just over here, over here, over here.
I
We had
thought
an
you
entire
looked that way
fireworks
and was
show.
like, "That's probably sad."
Probably. It probably was. That was just a little over
It
there.
was so everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. You drive through Sacramento, you don't need to go to 4th of July.
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
anywhere.
Driveway.
Drive
Or-
through.
They're
Drive
like,
through
ooh,
the
look over
freeway.
here. Look
Yeah.
over here. Ooh,
Lit.
behind you. Did you see that one?
And be lit in South
Missed it.
Sacramento, and there's always somebody, some Karen calling and complaining when ain't nobody causing no problems, but allowing their family to have a good
We
4th of
live
July.
in a court.
That shit be lit.
We live in a court, and all of our neighbors are cool. We
Oh.
done saved the neighbors from getting robbed a couple times
Like,
and shit.
These neighbors can be in the house all day and celebrate
To
the
the
4th.
point-
They don't give a shit. Be
No,
on their
we've
truck.
had.
I'm just saying they're so open. Like people can sit in our lawn.
Yeah.
The kids can sit in our truck. It's cool. Do what you guys do. Like
We've had the neighbors come out, and when I say neighbors, these are older people
mhm.
that, I'm the young rapper on the court. We got teenage kids and shit, and it's a lot of loud shit.
They don't ever say shit.
We're these people on
yeah.
Anyway.
We cool though.
You know,
But yeah, y'all be having
You know
shit.
what
People
I'm saying?
over.
But our neighbors
cars,
love us.
taking the whole street.
Our
No.
neighbors love us, but they know when 4th of July come around, they start setting up chairs and shit and come out and sit and watch. And they be going, "Ooh!"
Legit, all the younger kids, they were like, "Oh, all the babies get in the back of the truck one year," and like all the kids sat in the back of the truck and watched the fireworks show. So they were safe and far from. I mean,
See,
and look, it'd be hella of
We
us.
just fucking
We
fireworks.
blew it
They gonna be
so
like, "Where
bad.
does Wordplay live?"
Right?
We
So,
blew it up so bad the whole.
We'll have an
Like,
officer
60
outside of this
covered with, like,
motherfucker next
fireworks.
time.
no, it'd be lit though. It'd be lit, but that's what you guys. That's what family's about, and that's what collaboration's about. And you guys will see in just a moment, like I said, just a little bit here. Our two recipients actually grew up together, and that's even more inspirational because it lets you know what Black people are doing in our community.
Town's finest.
Sacramento's not, and especially Southside, it's not as bad as everybody wants to make it seem. We got a lot of talent that comes out of here. Either it's in the arts, music, or painting, or it's within advocacy. We have a great art gallery. I think I talked about them last episode, but we got Brick House Art Gallery in Oak Park. Oak Park had a really bad name. I was not allowed to go to Oak Park when I was in high school. I cheered, and my dad was like, "I guess you're not cheering at this game, playing against Sac High, which is in Oak Park." But there's so much history there, and it's coming up now. There's a lot of restaurants there. There's a lot of history, and there's a lot of talent coming out of here. So I want to definitely highlight that. But BT and Cut, if y'all don't know, look it up. I do want to see if you guys remember. Do you guys remember the jukebox?
Yes.
My mom might be watching this. Don't bring that up.
I remember every
I
time
done
you
fucked
pop
my mom
up.
phone.
Does that explain some phone bills?
I don't remember what song it was, but number 23 just popped.
Wasn't
in
it?
my
Oh
head.
my
I don't
God.
know
You
what
knew the
song it
number
was.
shit?
That was the one I always.
Was
put.
it Hammer or was it because the Hammer was always in like the
remember.
20s? But
I
there's
know which one. I got one for you. I know the number right now.
what
219. Endo Smoke.
I was gonna say. Was it? I was gonna say it was. I got
Wait,
500.
it was either 219 or 223
I know what you're talking about. And
or 222, but you used to see the numbers pop up,
yes,
and you'd be like, "Oh, they finna
play
play
it, and you'd sit right there for hours,
Right.
for hours.
Right.
waiting for
Right.
it to play.
Why did they
Motherfucking
play these
Geeketta,
games?
Yeah.
Joe.
I showed my 12-year-old the other day because he didn't believe me. He goes, "How'd you guys used to watch videos?" I said, "Son, just like this. This is how we spent plenty of afternoons." So I showed him you can YouTube anything.
What
There's
was
clips on
Endo
YouTube.
Smoke on the jukebox?
There's clips of it. He goes, "Ooh," because it's really bad. It's really bad quality. And he was just like, "This is what y'all used to do." But as the song started going on, he goes, "Oh, Mom, I know this song. Oh, this is how you guys used to watch this song." And I'm like, yeah, "This is it." So, Oaktown 357. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. Some of the worst dance moves in history, but we thought
And
that
I
was
said,
getting it.
and it was the shit.
Yeah.
Them BNGB. I don't wanna lose your love. Yep, won
No.
that 7th grade, 8th grade talent show with 2 white girls who killed it.
And Trinette.
Oh, I know that song. Oh, you just took me back. I forgot the
That was the box.
the slow song. Yes.
That was,
Oh.
what was it?
Oh, that was a good one. You remember that one, babe?
Yes, he does.
No.
Yes, he does.
Dev said Mr. Grimm.
Yeah. Endo Smoke.
That's I'm just saying. Y'all can't see that.
Oh my God, I remember that
Endo
song.
Smoke. And Trinette.
That one was good. You always saw Supersonic was always on there. That's exactly what she said. That's exactly it. Oh my gosh, what is that chick's song? What is that song?
But and Trinette.
Yes.
I think they play different stuff on different boxes because I never know the songs y'all
He
talking
says,
about.
yeah, he goes in the bay, we play different stuff. I'm like,
Actually,
no, it was the same. I love.
They played Conscious Daughters. They was playing Rapping Forte.
Yeah,
We had
that too. Just the ones you remember are different.
The Cherokee, the blood that was from LA, Cherokee or something like that. They was playing his videos.
Was
Was
La Raza? This is
no,
that one.
no,
That
it was a
one
rapper.
that one
He was a rapper.
Lighter shade of brown.
Lighter Shade of Brown used to bump on there.
Yeah.
And I was so proud because they talked about William Land Park, which is
Chilling
out here in
in the
Sacramento. I used to love that.
2 Live Crew, Dev said.
Oh, 2 Live Crew.
Yeah, they played a lot of 2 Live
Pop
Crew.
that, but I should have definitely not been watching 2 Live Crew, but I was.
Juvenile.
Yeah, he was good. He was on there back in the day. But that's also know a lot of the rock that I know. So Skid Row. God, who else? Guns N' Roses.
That's what shit.
Because you have to listen to those to be able to get
I
to
got
ones
my
that you
older
want.
brother is the blackest white dude you'll ever meet.
Oh, we would have fun together because I love like all that.
That's like my room was too short and a bunch of shit, and you walk down the hallway and he's listening to "Turn the Lights Out."
Yep.
Let's get dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lavana, yes.
What the
Entertainment, yes.
fuck?
Oh my gosh. That
Smell like Teen
everything.
Spirit and
Everything
shit.
to me. That's
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, like I said, Skid Row, freaking Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun. That like it was fire, guys. It was fire. I wouldn't pay for it, but if it was a channel again, something like a YouTube, and it would get, maybe you get paid based on streams or views or whatever, I'd be into it. I could sit and watch an afternoon of old videos like that and pull it up again. But my 12-year-old was amazed that we actually lived through that. He thought that it was punishment, that we were all being punished as a whole.
It's another struggle.
God, that you got me on that. I gotta remember that song because that was the shit.
I'm trying to find it right now because it's bothering the shit out of me.
But
Because I made that shit up.
especially
We did not.
Shit is
You,
fun.
babe,
As soon as I play it,
yes.
you're gonna be like, oh, that
Oh,
was my
that song.
shit.
Yes.
Somebody help us out, man.
That I don't.
Yes. Oh, me and my best friend thought that we were.
Music video.
Boom! I got your boyfriend. My best friend.
I got your man.
Yes. That was everything too.
It keeps saying every time I say intranet, it say internet.
Because that's all that really
Is it
exists.
I
Internet?
got a man, but your man ain't.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one. Adina Howard, they played.
Oh,
I found
love
it.
Adina Howard.
You found it?
I will always
Yes!
be there for you,
Yes!
baby. I found it.
Oh my
This is my
shit.
shit. I found it.
This was
Ha
the shit.
ha. Fuck you, punk.
This was
I
the shit.
remember it.
Now wait
What?
till
Watch me
Yeah.
hear it. Watch me hear it.
no, she can't be
We
mad.
got
She'll be
some
happy.
commercials
I'll be
playing.
happy to see you play this. Oh, this is fire.
You want to say yeah?
This
so
is fire.
bad.
I'm getting chills. This was fire.
This was the
Tell
hottest
me
video
shit
on the
about
box.
Roll.
Fire.
It was a terrible video. When you look at it now, it was the worst. Like,
This sound like Ralph Tresvant. What was his group?
she does sound like Ralph Tresvant.
It sounds like Ralph Tresvant. Was it Call Me or? Oh, come on. No,
This
this
is
what was
the
it?
hottest shit.
Ralph Tresvant.
No.
Sensitive.
The call, the phone.
Oh,
I'm about to change my ringtone.
Listen to it though for a second. It's like a new edition song.
they're fire.
I'm about to change my ringtone. Watch. When my phone rings, this is what's gonna play.
Oh, right, this part, right?
Wait.
Fire. Y'all don't know nothing. Fire. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all got city girls and shit like that. This is
And in my room, I had the mirror closet too.
look, door routines. Your friends, oh man.
Oh, I didn't move my bed around. I ain't got
That's it.
That yes.
Don't tell nobody.
Thank you. That was good.
That was the
Trick
one.
Daddy.
That was
the
good.
Oh, that's just my baby daddy. Who that is?
That's my baby daddy. So when that was big on TikTok, I was trying to catch him on that. He was so mad at me, like, don't play that. So one day I had it hella low, and he was working on the computer, working for school. Everybody knows, very proud of my hubby because he's an educator. So he was working, getting ready for the night. I was just sitting there like this.
Bless it.
And then all of a sudden he goes, babe, because I was editing it, and he just kept hearing it back to back. He's all, babe, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? I was like, you look so good though. He was so mad at me. That was good. Oh, that just brought me so much joy.
That's how we watch videos. The box.
That's how we watch, and that's the only way that we
Some
should watch
places it was called the box, and then it was the jukebox.
jukebox.
We had the jukebox.
I think it was on channel.
We had the jukebox, and then it was the box.
That's what it was.
It was
like
channel 323.
23 on,
Yes.
on the brown cable
Yeah,
box.
on the brown cable box. Man. And then they started upgrading the cable boxes
Yeah, we
because
got
they found
black-
out people
black-
were being able to
yeah.
steal.
That was
Yeah.
we had the cable box. That's when you could get all the channels if you got the little.
Oh, hell
rag.
yeah.
Remember,
It's called
when
white box.
If your cable got turned off, all you got to do
Black
was
box.
pull
Black
that
box.
wire to the wall.
Until
And
the
you
Mike
gotta
Tyson
ignore-
fight came on, and they wait till they be like, at first round, and your shit be like,
Oh, you guys, we had
zap your box.
It's much easier now to have access to stuff, but I tell you, there's so much joy in the shit that we used to go through to be able to watch TV.
No,
I talking about
they're not ready for the 1998 Fire Stick. The Fire Stick was this big,
Uh,
and it had buttons on the top. It was this big and this wide, and it had a remote bigger than my phone.
Yes, yeah.
And
5 or 6 back then were called black
it
boxes.
was called Black Box.
Okay, and everybody you had
And
to hook
guess
up and
what?
get the black box.
So imagine your Fire Stick right before you pull up your favorite movie. The cable company zap your shit, and
Because
now
they
your
fight
shit is burned
back.
out because they done picked up and detected.
Yes.
But you got a Fire Stick. Y'all don't know the struggle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck all
at
you
all.
punks.
I have
no
all.
cable.
Y'all got Disney Plus,
I don't. Disney
Peacock.
used to be a premium channel.
Man,
Oh my gosh! When they had the
Man.
gummy bears, the gummy bear, and the
You said
David Gnome.
Yo,
Come
you
on,
got
man.
7-day free trial.
oh, that 7-day trial, and you would beg your parents, like, I want good grades. All good, good, great.
What were we talking about? I'm old as fuck.
No, it's we are, but it's good. It's good memories.
And then we got that AOL dial-up.
Oh
Oh,
man,
we always talk about that. You used to have to get.
Mom,
You got the
pick
3
up
hours.
the phone.
You used to get the little 3 hours.
There's no
We
way
need
that
two
we
phone
could have.
lines.
We could have.
phone lines.
We could have never gone into a pandemic when we were in school. We would have all failed.
God, we'd be all
We
dead.
sit there hoping to get to that third box.
You had to wait for it to hit the different sounds there. And then when you got the loud, you're like, okay, I got through. I'm in.
I can play Carmen San Diego now. I'm good. And we had just a handful of games.
I can download these Bone Thugs and lyrics, Bone Thugs and Harmony lyrics,
Right? Oh my
and
god.
take them to school and really feel like when he.
Dude,
Map
I was so happy when I got to UC Davis and they had the free internet, and it was like the highest shit you could possibly fucking
Yeah.
get on Word dial-up.
It was that high T1, line or
T3.
whatever. T3.
We had
Yeah.
T3. We was way up there.
T3 guys. There was no
Cable.
G,
Cable
5G,
line. Cable
4G and shit. It was a line. Like we were still
the
working on
screen was blue and the words was yellow.
Yeah, there's a
That was
little
it.
man running in a triangle.
That was it. Yeah, and don't be telling me I did not love going to the
Or
the
you had the
mailbox and
black
getting the
screen
case.
with the green letters.
Oh hell yeah! You get the free
That's
trial. You
real
got the
old.
1,000
$1,000
hours. I'm gonna put it under this
You
name
set.
this time.
And the keyboard looked like stuffed crust pizza. It was this motherfucking thick.
AOL chat rooms. Come on
You know
now.
what I mean?
Fire.
Party line.
Shit.
Right?
Party line.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the party line when you had to call in. Oh no, I'm talking about the one you called
On your
in.
phone.
To.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking
Be
about.
a group where you can hear more than
Me-
three people.
Man,
Me and my cousin.
And shit.
Me and my cousin called in, trying to holler at you from all over.
Didn't know,
Yeah, they park.
didn't
Man.
know that it was long distance. And your mom come in and be like, who the fuck do you know in Utah?
What's this 976? What is this 55? Yeah, and man, and
You was on the phone with somebody in motherfucking Ohio for 3 hours.
like, no, I wasn't. I was
Like,
just on the
what are
plane.
you talking
Remember, you
about?
told me I could get on the plane, the room. Yeah, no. And you
Yeah.
would hear bitches fighting. You would hear. I mean, I definitely fought, and I definitely used to like say I was somebody else. And then when somebody be like, "I know who you are," and then know who I was I was like, "Oh shit, time to get out this room."
And go to the next
Call
one.
Go ahead.
Get over
a
here.
whole new charge.
A whole new charge.
25 cents.
Man, like y'all don't even know. If y'all don't even
Citizens
know.
utility.
Oh, citizens, man, that was citizens. You used to be able to pick up your phone and hear somebody else's conversation.
Oh,
You had a cell phone. You picked that shit up, be like, "Hello," but they
Citizens.
couldn't hear you, and you would hear the best shit ever. I remember hearing about a fair that was going on with some neighbors.
South Sac problems.
Great, it was great. Oh,
South Sacramento
South Sacramento
problems.
Grove. You know, we was growing.
South Sac.
We was growing. Now,
Citizens utility.
now people got like a house phone. I get offended when I fill out something and they ask me house phone. What the fuck is that? Why? Yeah, so we got way off topic, but I love it because that's natural. That's what we do. This is a natural flowing conversation. We've educated you guys on some games tonight that y'all didn't even know about. You know, I will always be there for you.
Grow up.
Fire. I don't even know. You know,
You don't watch the video.
you want to drop some lyrics on your, somebody that you care about and they want you to go. Okay, calling late night and dedicating a song, hoping that person would hear it. And you were pouring your heart out on the dedication. Y'all ain't never did
I'm
that.
sorry,
That's
baby.
fine.
I love you. You always.
I just want to dedicate always and forever for you because we're gonna be together always and forever.
Not this song again.
Right? On a Sunday night, man, where was everybody at? In their room, getting ready to go to sleep, listening to the dedications.
Trying to record the song.
Recording it with your
On the tape.
boom box on the tape.
Gotta put the tape in there because you're gonna record over.
Yes,
him play.
yes. Now the only ones you hear are the people that are going to my boo in Clovis County in jail.
Yeah.
I love like it's only people
I'm gonna
that
hold it down,
dedicate,
baby.
only people that's in jail. But back in the day, it used to be
There we
shit.
go. I'm really finna fuck y'all up. I need everybody attention real quick. Here we go. Alright, better be quiet. Watch it. Let me do this. They don't know about this right here. Here we go. Yeah, you read CJ's phone. I'm available right now. I'm gonna call you back in just a second. Leave a message with all your information. And I'll get back at you as my earliest inconvenience.
Inconvenient.
For sure.
So then you play. So I don't even lie and say you did not have a voicemail message like that. Because I did. So okay,
Yeah.
what? Okay, I'll tell you what mine was.
Yeah. Stop playing.
I loved Celine Dion. So mine was.
Girl.
Kids don't know the struggle.
I'm everything I am because you call
you
me.
reached Tiffany's
Ooh, baby. And then,
I'm not
then it was,
good.
hi.
That's
Thank you so much
your
for calling
wife.
me, Rich Tiffany.
Yeah.
And I'm everything I am because you called me. So leave
You
that
know what I'm
message.
saying?
And then it went back into fire, and I practiced it forever.
Yeah, you hitting the buttons and everything.
Man, because it was on a freaking
Mhm.
voice. I mean, answering machine.
Like, I mean, love
Man.
ain't the same like you.
Oh, y'all don't even know. And then when you would just turn the tape over to like make a new. Oh, it's so great. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, no.
Nothing.
So I used to do one better. I took more time, so I recorded one song, and then I would like mix it to where like the next song ended right after it.
Look at that.
And then so when I got through my message, it started off with one song, and then when the song came back, it was a different song completely. So you have two different songs in your voice now.
You know, that's why he got the 26-year-old when he was all of like 13, 14.
She was 25,
Mm-mm.
and I was not 13 or 14. That's against the
Okay,
law.
we need to record
I
her.
was that was it being against the law. I was
Oh, you
16.
wanna talk?
I was 16.
The little one poking, one of the little ones poking her head out.
Yeah, get some need.
As always,
what
my
you-
12-year-old's always eating. By the way,
But you know about puppy love when you
Oh.
really was like,
Mom's was
when you really was like, I love this girl and y'all broke up. So you used to call her phone, and then when she picked up the phone,
You play the song?
oh,
she just pick up the phone. You don't even say nothing, but she'd be like, hello? And be like,
and she okay, stop playing. What? Then her friends are over, so she's like,
Girl, listen.
listen. Fired. You don't know what happened to D'Angelo? Poor thing. He couldn't handle fame.
you don't even handle that. You know what I mean?
You know what mine is I used to love playing the sounds of was it Sounds of Music, Sounds of Lovemaking? It was the dun, 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 dun. You guys remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
So me and my friend used to play that when we lose our virginity, and I was gonna lose my virginity to that song. Oh my gosh, down here, I forgot. Yeah, I lost my virginity to hot sex. So pretty bad. Pretty
Come
bad.
here, stop. You
Pretty bad.
Explains a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Tell your brother more.
Explains why I am who I am now.
Explains
No.
a lot. I
That
get
was
it now, Lucy.
That was it. So yes. So walk down memory lane. It's the best, you guys. I'm telling you. So we're gonna have game night. My girl Sam will be here. She just told me about a great game that she's getting, and we're gonna have a game night, and it's all about. So I want to give a shout out to this company, Black owned, obviously Black created because it's a Black people thing. It's called Lyrically Correct, and it's a game where, for example, best question: what time does Genuine say he's waiting? Right? Yes.
No, he's home alone.
What time is Genuine home alone? And of course, that's a song that you gotta sing it. You can't just say 9 o'clock. You gotta be like 9 o'clock, all alone. You know, so right, fire. Wishing you come up.
Especially after a couple shots.
Man, don't play them jeans first, cause I'd be them. Man,
that's the album right there.
that's like what panties you want them? Here. How many times you want them? Let's go right there. Genuine fire. Now Genuine does what is it? What do they call it? The circuit? The Chitlin circuit.
He still ain't
And
stopped.
back,
He can't
bro.
play the game. He can't play the game.
He can't.
We're gonna get through one question.
Not one at all. Not one at all. But you guys look out for that game night because it's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fun. So we kind of danced around some things. No, we're good. I'm loving this. It's probably much better than the bullshit that I had on deck, such as the Meek Mill and the Tekashi
Come on,
situation.
man. You already know I'm a wild card.
So
But anyway,
what do you guys think about that? We'll talk about that real
Yeah.
quick, and then we're gonna close up with Moniece and Dr. Dre, because that's really the shit. But what do you guys think? Do you think that it was obviously on Tekashi's side? It was planned. It was a whole thing because who fucking thinks about Tekashi? Like, I'm sad that we've even let him off this much.
that's
But he went against Meek Mill.
yeah, that's
Ooh.
youngster game against somebody who knows about the game.
So
And it's a cloud chaser against somebody who's like I'll really fuck you up, dude. And you
True. Did you hear that Whack 100 got it? Like, basically, told Meek Mill, like, come on, stop giving that clown any type of,
yeah. But
look,
make a
Whack
real
100
nigga
is
though.
very
After a
intimidating.
while,
I listen to whatever it's like.
yeah, but make a real nigga though. So it's like, I don't know what else to do but choke the shit out this motherfucker.
I mean,
and then you got to realize that Meek got a lot of people behind him that
Yes.
probably told him to be quiet. He got Hove.
True.
what I mean?
Whereas Tekashi has all of his security guards that he was paying
Right.
to jump in the middle and be like, hold
And
me,
he has
hold
all
me
the
back, hold me
feds
back.
telling him to keep going, so somebody can do something. We can get
And
somebody.
at the end of the day, and then Meek got off, and he's our new hero and shit, which well deserved. You know what I mean? I'm a big Meek Mill fan, if you can't already tell. But you know what I mean? But Meek a real nigga to where the point where if everybody keep telling him to stop, he like, but this nigga's talking shit, bro. I gotta do something.
I gotta do something, yeah. But he really doesn't. It's like it's Tekashi. Like
but it's like that's another thing. It's like y'all telling me to be quiet against this rat, against this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then Tekashi's just a motherfucking. He's out for the bait.
And that's it. Like he has nothing else to do. Academics ain't doing nothing to help him out right now. Him and Academics, their love affair, whatever the fuck that is not working out. He don't got no girl that's that has clout to be able to talk about. He really doesn't have anything to back him up right now. Look, he might be trying to get back there. I don't know.
I'm guessing. I'll say that. I don't think he had a boyfriend, but I'm gonna tell you that usually my predictions are 99.9% true.
Well, something about being psychic, because I said that the other day. I'm hella psychic. I said something the other day. I was like, y'all think I'm playing? I told you. But I just want him to go away. We've given him enough time, guys. He's been out for some time.
Going nowhere.
Just
sorry you had to learn on your show.
He's not. Tekashi's not going anywhere.
It's hard to get rid of rats. Everybody knows that.
True. And as long as social media and people reach out for the clout and they can do just shocking shit, then I guess he will be around. But guys, if we don't put any effort or energy into him, he'll go away quietly. And next thing we know, we'll be finding him at the Trader Joe's, like y'all tried to put Elvin from Cosby Show on blast about, because that man was working a regular, good, hard working job. That'll be the case next. Or like the girl from Jay-Z. Can I get that chick? Her working at Walmart. Like y'all taking pictures of her working at Walmart.
Elvin was looking bad, though. I'm sorry. I'm glad he's better, and it hurt my feelings, but
I mean, I was just like,
he was looking bad.
I mean, it could have been Denise's husband.
I'm glad that
Elvin, Sandra's husband.
Yeah.
He was working at Trader Joe's at the beginning.
To Menage with the Mary Jane Maven podcast.
He's
Your host, D. Mary Jane Maven.
Your host, D. Mary Jane Maven. Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, we start over? Yes, so he did, that was sad, but that's where we need to find Tekashi. But let's not put any more energy into him in the air as well.
Yeah, no, Meek wins.
Yes.
That's all we're gonna say.
We give it to Meek Mill. One of the only times, because anytime he's going against Aubrey Graham, I'm going for Aubrey. So, Drake is my homie.
All right, next time.
Just like Jeezy's my homie. He doesn't want to admit that I get text messages from Jeezy, but I do.
But the game arguing with somebody too.
You said who the game?
The game he got into somebody from the club. I can't remember.
I don't know about that, but I know
last week.
I know the most recent one was like Snoop and Eminem. That whole shit was like retarded. Thank you. That was special.
Yeah,
but
that was just...
I like to shout out to the game because he does have good Lord. I haven't even smoked in it either. He does have a good cannabis line. And let's go ahead and work that on getting that up to Sacramento. And of course, we need a brand educator. I'm right here for you. I'm right here. Shout out to 2 Chainz too for gas. Right here. We'll try that out too. Educating and smoking all comes together. You can't educate without smoking the product. So But speaking of product and speaking of a cannabis company, I do want to jump into, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump into his latest video.
Oh shit.
The talent that we have here. Wanted him to shout out a little bit about his inspiration behind the song and the video, because it does have some inspiration and a good story behind it. But I do want to give a shout out to our other, recipients of the Black Eminence, who being crowned with our Black Eminence. And this is Miko Banks, who I found out they grew up together out here in South Sac. So once again, shout out to the Sacramento Black community and the talent that comes out of it. But what she has done is so fantastic. So first of all, I want to give you guys her Instagram so you can follow. It's at Resin Farms, which is RESZIIN_farms. And she is the owner and founder of Resin Farms, co-owner of Urban City Flowers. And she is the first social equity advocate. Well, not advocate, but she is the first social equity kind of graduate and someone to complete a really good program here. And the program was through Sacramento Equity, but also through a organization, and just, I don't want to mess it up, called This Is Our Dream. So this is period our dream. If you guys want to follow them on Instagram as well. She is somebody who's going to be, you guys, in the story of Sacramento cannabis, in the story of social equity within the Sacramento cannabis community. She is going to be one of those that are I want to say that's a founder. She's going to be a story that we share and that everybody's going to know about for eternity, as long as the community continues to be a success. She's going to have a huge hand in this. So what she's doing is she's actually going to be starting her own incubator campus. So her campus is going to actually include distribution, manufacturing, cultivation, and through that, she's going to help others that are equitable, people of color, women, men, especially those that have been the most disenfranchised, possibly through a charge or, a criminal aspect. She's going to help them to be able to get into the cannabis industry and make their cannabis, pursuits come true. She's going to be able to help with that. And the business that she has is going to be, I want to say, probably the basis for what other incubator programs are going to fashion themselves out of. So, I definitely want her. We're going to get her on board. She's a very busy woman. Of course, when you are, successful and you're creating something such as an incubator service and being able to create, equability and equity within the cannabis community, she's busy, as anybody would expect. So I appreciate that she even allowed me to honor her this evening, to share her social media so that you guys can go follow her and be inspired the same way that I am. Because like I told her earlier, you're more than an inspiration. You are a part of a story that's going to have such longevity, and people are going to look back on you and say, wow, Miko was the one who started this and who was able to provide the opportunity that she's going to provide for many. I honestly believe in that. So I'm going to give her crown this evening. I want to crown her with her Black eminence. You're more than Black excellence, and the community here in Sacramento, the women that want to get into, the Black women especially, that want to get into cannabis, and anybody else that wants to get into cannabis, we are so blessed to be able to have an inspiration in somebody like you that has done it right, that has done it successfully, and will be able to pass on, her words of wisdom. So shout out to you. Thank you so much. You guys definitely please go follow her, support her, and watch her growth, because I'm very excited too. So shout out to Miko. Much love to all of you and everything that you and your husband are going to be doing for the community.
Damn that. I didn't get no intro like that. Miko, you kiss my... No, I'm just playing.
Always get love like that. So that is our first recipient. That is a local cannabis community. On the national scale, I want to give a shout out to Ball Farms. It's another Black-owned cannabis company. Somebody that, if you guys follow, like Viola, which, Viola is owned by Al Harrington. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They actually kind of have partnered up a couple of times, but Viola actually is going to be featured as well. But Ball Farms is ran by, I want to say his name is Chris Ball. Slide it really quickly because I don't want to be incorrect. And like I said, I've been smoking. So, yes, here we go. So Ball Family Farms, I love their line of products. I love their strain. So they have a strain called Daniel LaRusso. It's fire, right? Fire.
I just got high hearing this shit.
It sounds fire. They have a strain that's called Lord Charles. Do you guys know that song?
Charles.
You guys know what that's from?
Yeah. Lord Charles.
If you guys gotta know. You guys don't know, you have to know. Chris Ball, is definitely, he is the owner and creator. But Lord Charles is the name of Apollonia. No, Vanity. Vanity's character in Return. No, not Return of the Dragon.
That's Last Dragon.
Last Dragon. There you go. Last Dragon.
Can you teach me some moves?
Right. Can you teach me several? Yes.
Damn it! Why y'all keep doing old people shit?
It's so good, but old people should do this. Okay. But yes, they are a company out of, he runs it out of Southern California. And like I said, each one of their lines or their strains, I love it because it comes out of
So they got Laura Charles.
Laura Charles, Daniel LaRusso.
Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah. There's a couple. I'm trying to find one. There's another one. Oh, they have like a show enough kind of one. My son just. Oh yeah. Here's a show enough strain. So they have a show enough strain. So fire. I mean, him just right
Who's
on
the
the fire.
master?
Show enough. Kiss my Converse.
Yeah, I'm not smoking that.
If y'all like, I feel like I would tell people to kiss my Converse. I mean, that's how I am.
Smoke no show enough and not go to jail.
Right. Bonsai Tree. So it's real
Bonsai
reminiscent.
Tree, that's some indica.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi.
It's gotta be some
Bruce
indica.
Leroy is another one.
That's sativa.
Yeah, so it's pretty reminiscent. It's pretty reminiscent of our, us growing up and the good old 80s movies and stuff. So they have a Mr. Miyagi. Yep,
Bonsai
Right.
Tree is definitely some indica because you be like,
that's good. We should see. So I know that they do have the strain locally. So maybe next time
that'd be the skinniest Bonsai Tree
I will go.
afterwards because you high and you like.
I think we should do a whole session where we try the different strains. That he has some pre-rolls that just came out instead of us having to buy 8s. So I know a local dispensary that has it.
Chip you had me.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute too. But I know there's a local couple dispensaries that actually have it. So we can buy 3 or 4 of the strains and test out and see how they go. I definitely want all of them from The Last Dragon. I mean, you have to. So shout out to them as well for everything that
If we
you're
do
doing.
that, I need y'all to time me up and let
don't let
everybody
you
count down. And
Don't let
let's
you
see
go.
if I can pop lock out and join. Because I believe that shit's
If you
real.
guys have never seen the movie, you don't know what he's talking about. But there definitely was a point that he was all tied up. It was the greatest thing ever. Oh my God. The criminals though were not that hard.
You know how I know it works?
I mean,
Because my oldest cousin used to tie us up and
They
be
used to
like,
pop lock.
we used to do the Last Dragon out the motherfucking.
the greatest movie ever. He
It
had
sure
no
was.
game
If you're ever
whatsoever.
tied up and your hands are cuffed, pop lock. You'll get out.
And get your way out of it. It works. It works. I never tried it.
You'll get out.
But so
It's real.
sorry, I know that probably made a lot of noise. My bad. So yes, we want to get on
Herschel
to
Wayne taught me that.
my other recipient here. I don't think he's taking it as serious as it should be. No, because the role that he has here in Sacramento is very imminent. It's something that you have a footprint and you have your stamp on Sacramento music. A lot of the events that he would put on, shout out to the old spot that's no longer the Blue Lamp, but he used to put on events and it wasn't just about him. He would bring out, other local artists, people from, Woodland, people from, Central California, all the way down to, I think the one time that whole crew came from almost Fresno. And they filled up half the club. But he's always allowing for other artists to get their moment and to be able to have a platform as well. So he was somebody that not only just, put him and his own people on, he brought other people on as well. And that is something that's missed out of the community in the last year, especially with Corona, but especially because we've had something that was such a foundation of the community here with Blue Lamp closing. So
he's on the road.
yeah, doing very good. And then Harlow's, you also kept Harlow's full. I've never seen such a eclectic group of people in one spot.
Shout out to Harlow's. They packed it up for
Yes,
me all the time.
always.
Yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and share with us your newest project? I know hubby will probably be showing a little bit of it. It's one of my favorite songs.
Tell me when we play it. I got it right.
All right, it's one of my favorite songs, and it always has been. It's been, or at least for a couple of years, it's been one of my favorite songs. I've shared it, their live performances of it. But tell us a little bit about the video, your inspiration behind it, and then your inspiration behind the song, because it's really much shout out to Sacramento and kind of being proud to be, from Sac. So share a little bit about that. Let the people know.
What she's talking about is Croc City. It's the song that I've sent to every radio station that I can perform anywhere and do a lot of new stuff. And it's that one song that if I start doing it, people are like, oh, that's you.
Yep.
That's okay. You're that guy. I've listened to your whole set and I've enjoyed it. I had no idea this was your song. So I had to put some visuals behind it. But the main reason the visuals came out mainly was because Sacramento lost a great one. And Doey Rock, King Kahali. And he was like my mentor. And he always told me that was his favorite song of mine. So I had already sat on it. I put it out everywhere. People love the song, but I just knew the video had to be special. But after OG passed away, I went through a lot of little writer's block. I didn't know what to do. The album's been on pause. Dev woke me up. The homeboy woke me up. You know, Black Sean woke me up. Everybody was trying to get me out this writer block. And as soon as I got out the writer's block, I was like, I'm going to shoot the Croc City video.
Because you know that's not what he would have wanted, especially if it was his favorite song.
I was like, if I'm going to do something right away, I'm going to shoot the Croc City video.
And for those that don't know, he was very integral in creating Sacramento hip hop.
Doey Rock is a Sacramento legend.
And always keeping Sacramento hip hop
That's
as a forefront. You know, as much as people want to say we don't really have a scene, we're not about anything, like everybody knew him. I remember meeting him way back in the day at Brandon's with him and like Rick Rock. Yeah, you know, so it was a huge and unexpected loss.
Yeah, all suddenly, but that's one of the last things. Like, man, Croc City's the shit, bro. You went in, and I have been sitting on this song. Everybody I've performed it. It's been on fire. I dropped it on the album. Everybody loves it, but I had never shot a video for it. And I was like, if I'm gonna do something, this time to do the Croc City video.
Right.
So.
And I think that he represented the energy of Sacramento.
Yeah.
And you guys definitely have to watch it and get those views up, support. You know, we're not always going to be in this pandemic where we got to stay at home and there's not going to be shows. So you guys definitely want to be up on the lyrics, be up on his, discography for when we get back to live shows, because I'm telling you, his shows are lit. With Slap City, shit's lit. I know them, have a relationship with them outside of music and me bringing them on the show, but I'm a true fan. He can tell you.
Been there since day one.
Yeah, if we miss something, it's because our babies are sick.
Been there since day one. Yeah, it was some other shit.
Yeah.
And there's been times that y'all miss shit and y'all still bought tickets.
And had no problem.
Like, y'all had tickets, it was like, yeah, man, we can't come.
but always support, and that's what we have to do.
Already had the tickets. I'm like, oh.
I mean, and there's been times when we've given our tickets away. We bought tickets for other people to be like, you need to go see this. We don't have a lot to do in Sacramento unless you're in that DoCo midtown Sacramento kind of scene where you want to jump around to bars and be seen and do all that. We're so past that. It's not even about that. It's about being good people. I don't have to watch my back every so often. I don't have to worry about anybody spilling their drink on my shoe or on hubby's shoe. I don't have to tell some little girl how to act in the club. We're way past that. So when we're together, it's definitely a community and a family. And,
right. Yeah.
And so supporting that is easy to do.
And I appreciate y'all for that, though.
Yeah, I'm always, and just like he supports me. I mean, if you guys are,
that's been a beautiful thing.
Yeah, regular viewers, this is what his third, fourth time on, and it won't be the last. And to jump into a little bit the last time he was on, I'm not ashamed to talk about. Maybe somebody was like, let's do the Pocky Chip Challenge.
Somebody said that shit.
And maybe somebody was excited because it was her year anniversary. Yeah. So maybe somebody
it wasn't me.
Took too many shots. And maybe somebody ended up upstairs feeling like I was having a baby through my stomach. I don't know. But he kept on. He kept the show going. He all of a sudden became a host when that wasn't what he was here for, because we were all lit. And that's mad love and respect right there. So
I was having fun. Yeah. Sorry, you was in a fucking position.
Oh, I was dying.
I can still be talking right now, like.
But what was good? But what was talked about before we came on air? Hubby should have just came upstairs with the camera and just showed y'all the real. Showed y'all the real. Y'all would have been like, ooh.
I swear I thought about it. When we left, I'm like,
That's what they
that
wanted
chick
to
fucked
see.
her up. She
Chick
just
did.
disappeared.
It did. I mean, if you guys remember, I was like, I'm gonna take a little bit of break, bathroom break. I went upstairs and I was like, oh, it's all bad.
Yeah.
I remember calling him and going, please bring me some water. Like I remember just yelling down to him, like, bring me some water. And I got in the shower
It
and my
wasn't
pool
bad.
outfit.
I was fine.
I was fine when I did the first time too.
I was trying to go the whole little, we had the chart. You know what I mean? 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours.
You got to the hour. Zay was here that
like,
time too, right? Zay the barber.
I'm
He
like,
was here that time too. He lasted because he texted me like 2 hours later and was like, I just took a sip. And it was like an hour, 2 hours later.
You got to see it.
Yeah, that's why I was
It
like,
don't
okay.
count.
But he's, yeah, so Zay, hey, we got 4 more chips up there.
It don't
We'll
count.
do it again. And if I
I'll do it
disappear, this
again.
time you guys will bring the camera upstairs.
I'll do it again.
But tell me what you guys have or what you have upcoming. I mean, have you been able to create throughout the pandemic?
We had a lot of stuff that was supposed to crack right before the pandemic hit, but me and Black Sean got a group uniform,
Okay.
just me and him.
I could see it.
And then I just really hooked up with one of my other partners that Dev introduced me to, Master Steel. So
Okay.
me and Master Steel got some shit. Sean also got his own little solo album. His video's out now, Sliding.
Yeah, if y'all don't know who he is,
YouTube.
if y'all don't know who he's talking about, we'll like put him up too.
Black Sean.
Dude's fire. He's fire. Like
That's
so
my
fire.
brother, man.
So
My big brother, my right hand
the
man.
energy between all of you guys on stage, but the energy of him coming on and it's just different. It makes you guys get real
Yeah.
hype. And then I don't know if he's still your DJ, but the older guy,
Oh, Smurf. That's always gonna be my DJ.
Let me tell you.
Everybody, Sacramento
That dude.
legend.
that dude,
DJ Smurf is my
Man.
DJ.
he is
Proud to say it.
lit. Okay,
Proud to
love
say it.
him. You start,
Proud to
you see
say
him, he be going, but okay.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Hey,
I've been rapping before, and all of a sudden, he's standing next to me, and I got the mic in my hand, and I'm just rocking and shit, spitting the verse, and I know some shit finna come up, and I look over, and my DJ is standing right next to me. The turntable is way over there,
And he's going.
and I'm just in the mood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm in the zone, and I realize I'm thinking he's somebody else, and I look over, and I look at him, and I look over at the turntable like, who's controlling the show?
But he's going. You can tell him nothing. He's going. He's sitting in the background. And he's
He
going.
make it all the way back around to the table at the right time when I need him.
Yeah. He's fired. He definitely adds, like, you guys,
Sacramento legend, man.
people
DJ
say
Smurf. Everybody knows who DJ
he
Smurf.
is Sacramento's much better version and hype man of Flavor Flav.
Everybody knows DJ.
Like, he's fired. Like, I'm telling you.
Everybody knows DJ.
I think, when I finally turn, 40, when that happens, because I'm only 23. But when I finally turn 40, he needs to, DJ my birthday, and because he's lit. I definitely
Everybody
enjoy him.
knows DJ Smurf.
But so you are Dev. Shout out to to him. I know he's
He's
a couple hours away from us.
a couple hours. He's the co-founder of Slap Season. He's the brain behind the business. You know what I mean? I'm the face.
And he's the beats, and he stays on his point. He's always educating himself.
No, he keeps me on my shit.
That's what I'm saying. He never lets
He keeps
shit
me
go.
on the deadline type shit. Like, yo, we need
And he's in
this
Texas.
done,
He's a
we
couple
need
states
this
away.
done,
But
we need this
yeah.
done.
And it's funny because I knew Dev back in the day. We used to dance together in high school.
Yeah.
And we realized when we met each other again. And then come to find out, like, he knows, my brother knows you because he was asking me the other day, what did you play quarterback?
Yes.
At First Sheldon. Yep. He played at Laguna. And the other day, he was like, wait, I know, dude.
Yeah,
And if you know my neighbor, then you know my brother. But we come, 2013 is when I met, him and this girl.
Yeah.
But it's just funny how small Sacramento is.
I was dope at quarterback.
But how big it is. I was talking about you the other day. I was like, you was Mr. Quarterback that used to hug the black girls with one hand.
Yeah.
And yeah. Hey girl, how you doing?
Hey.
But he was popular with all the white
a bunch
girls.
of Becky's with the good hair though.
Right?
You know what I
Back in
mean?
the day, Sheldon. But let's get into this video before we do anything else, because I definitely want people to be able to see a little bit of it. I've been sharing it all over my social media.
I appreciate that.
But of course, always. It's gonna be my ringtone right after.
Yeah.
This part. I like it.
Lord told me He was like, bro, you know from now on you can't do a video without skit.
Somebody better alert the president. Use E16 bars as evidence. Tell him I got terroristic preferences. I'm back for revenge. More basket case bashing and shit. This dirty bastard that adapted again. I should have been fixed. I'm not your average rapper, flat flip. You know reality, I'm Mickey Mallory. On the bitches walking catastrophe. It's just my strategy for these bitches. Become a casualty for talking loud to me. I'm a killer, give me the mic. And I'ma show you that I'm that nigga. I kinda sore. Stand that manure, you understand me? After I see my check, I do my damn thing. Real slick, off the head, y'all gotta deal with me. Wordplay official is gone from Crocodile City. Flow with a century, with the soul like Ulysses. Came to break the rap game, and I don't do quickies. Finna rap Sacramento till God come and get me, motherfucker. Yeah, come and see me, I'm from Sac, nigga. Crocodile City, hood on my back, nigga. I'm a little soul mama. Ain't gon' turn it back. It's a rap, nigga. Won't yeah, come and see me, I'm from Sac, nigga. Crocodile City, hood on my back, nigga. I'm a little soul mama. Ain't gon' turn it back. It's a rap, nigga. Won't cry. Start a fight with my bosses. Borderline classic, borderline assassin. Form a line, and all the boys in line can get
This
their
is just
ass.
a little bit
Boy, you're lying, I'm on fire and
and the energy in video. If you guys can imagine him singing the song live on stage, and it's especially after they've done a couple other songs that just get you right and really hyped up, gets him in the mood. He's feeling the audience. That song comes on, it is
Yeah, it's over.
bananas in there.
Like I said, like we can do 3 or 4 songs and everybody's still feeling the 3 or 4 songs and they want to know who I am already. They're like, yo, dude's up here killing it. Not, I'm being humble. I'm just saying this is really happening. But then I usually do this one last. Croc City come on. And after they'd already been vibing with the other song, trying to figure out where I'm from, who I am, I done said it 1,000 times on the mic, but they're like, yeah, dude's dope. Then Croc City come on, they go, oh,
You know which one it is, and it's just like everybody in there. I don't care if the dance floor was just sparse.
he
People.
just played 4 songs I've never heard before. I didn't know that was him.
But I'm gonna tell you, so
That's my
perfect.
fault. I don't have a lot
Harlow's
of
gets a lot of different
visuals.
people. To see some white people that look like they don't use deodorant, or that they, and nothing wrong with it, but they grow their own like fruits and
hippie
vegetables.
style, they grow
But yeah,
olive oil
but to see him in
and
there trying to go dumb and loving that shit, and then go like they go up to him before he even gets off stage. Like they are so into what he just, the energy that he just gave. It means so much. So I'm getting Snapchats here. But it definitely, the energy, it flows over. I have to say that a couple of names that are known that have come after you, they've been able to benefit off of the vibe that you already put out there.
That's why they always put me on before
Yes.
then.
Because there's some big names, and I was like, I know 1 or 2 songs that he does. And I'm gonna tell you, they're big names. We're not gonna drop them, but literally, shit thins out.
It was one show where you performed before a big name, and after your performance, Harlow's was empty.
Everybody was
Everybody
outside.
was outside.
We were like,
Everybody
oh,
was
let's go watch
outside.
the
Everybody was
performer. And
outside.
we went in there and there was
Y'all was the only ones
show
in
was
there.
over. When they got off the stage, show
Yeah,
was over.
it was done.
Everybody was outside. There was smoke, there was smoking. It was over. And this is a big name. Yeah, this is a big name. I'm not gonna, but this one, he probably should have been like,
Felt bad a little bit
Right.
about it. Just
they should have paid him a little bit extra.
I've
But
had it. I've
Like,
had
he should
it
have went
happen
on
every
before
time.
slap season. He should have
Right.
gone before them.
You could have came
Should've
on right
opened.
before.
I've
Yeah.
had random people come up and be like, bro, you should have, he should be opening up for
Yeah.
you.
he should have drank y'all bottles accidentally.
I don't
Oh,
know,
we
bro.
bringing up shit. Oh,
I don't know who did that. I don't know who did that. I don't know who did that.
Allegedly.
No, allegedly. No,
Allegedly.
but it's fire to see somebody that deserves
Who
it,
has
and
bitches? Who has
right.
bitches?
And I don't know.
Bitches.
I don't know if I've ever asked you, but like when you graduated high school, was music your focus, or were you kind of like, was it just a talent? Like, how did you? Because when I met him, he was deep into it. He was already, he's already wordplay. So
Music became a parlor trick towards the end of high school. It was, but you got to realize the culture was different too. Like, I used to walk into the lunchroom on Fridays, and everybody knew I was gonna start rapping.
okay, and this out here at Sheldon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I didn't know Sheldon had like that back in the day. Okay.
Or if we showed up to a house party, it'd be like, oh shit, CJ here.
I see you. Okay.
And my
Sheldon.
boy Wes,
I see my Sheldon. That's
RP, my big brother Wes. my first, like, my real partner. You know what I mean? That's way years ago. But even when, like, I used to just rap in the car with him, and he couldn't rap, but he'd start freestyling just to make me do it type shit. Because he saw something, you know what I mean? He was my first, like, hype man, like, yo, you good at this, bro. He was the first person to tell me, like to the point when I used to be shy about it. Like
he would push you, yeah.
He'd be like, man, dude, what you did in the car earlier? I'd be like, no, that shit right now.
And see, the universe brought you him to be able to do that, or, you know, it never would have come to fruition. Like,
okay, you remember the awkward ass scene in 8 Mile when they was trying to make Rabbit spit the first time and shit? That was like real shit for me. Type shit. Yeah. Like, and that was Wes. Like, man, come on, man, do it.
Yeah.
Dude, just do what you just did. I'm telling you, they gonna feel it. And then after a while, when I first started kind of like, okay, I get it.
Then you open up. See, that is inspirational, guys. People come, if you hear the saying, people come into your life for a period or for a time because they have a purpose. It's very much true. And we need to stop thinking that we know everything and we're in control and try to control situations like that instead of just letting it go and appreciate that person for the role that they're playing in your life.
We used to show up to house parties and I wouldn't know, like, we'd be like, yeah, we're going to a party, or I'd have a party. You know, we went to the same school and shit, but it'd just be, you know, there's a function tonight. And we just go into the function. And as soon as we walk into the function, I wouldn't even notice. Wes would be like, all right, anybody in here rapping? I got 100 on my point right now. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Here comes the champ. Here comes the champ. People's coming in already telling you, right? Right? You're like, I'm here to kick it.
What you doing? Yeah, I'm not ready, bro. You should have told me. I could have broke some shit yesterday. Like, nah, bro, I ain't tripping. Ain't nobody fucking with you. You good.
Especially no girls.
You good.
Don't have a whole lot to worry about.
You good, but I was extraordinary too. It didn't matter where I was at type shit. But we also kicked it in the north and did other shit. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't always
out here and stuff. So yeah. So you had to come with your game. You had to come ready.
Like, yes, we are Elk Grove kids, but you got to realize after you leave Elk Grove, you come home to some niggas.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, we still grew up the right way type shit. Like, the hood was at the house. Our parents just hustled.
Just did what they needed to use somebody's address to go to Elk Grove.
Right.
I mean, but the parents just did what they needed to put you in a better environment. But it's always like that with black parents. You always got the cousins that want to be like, oh, you live out here.
It's not my fault. You know what I mean? My parents did enough that I was able to go to certain shit. But guess what? When you came home, it was, you still related to Ray Ray and Pookie.
I got family in Pittsburgh, so I know exactly. All my family's from Pittsburgh, so I know exactly what you mean. And in old Pittsburgh, like West Pittsburgh, not Bay Point, Pittsburgh. Like, I got family like that. So they always, that's one thing that black people and black families will do. We may have a lot of issues. We may have a lot of like infighting, but they'll always keep you.
You think I'm well off and shit because I'm going, we live in this area, but guess what? I'm still related to Man and Little Pistol Starter and when you find out about, and all these niggas is over my house. These are my cousins and my family. I'm just the one that my parents did it right.
I feel you. I grew up the same way. So
the hood would still be at the house. So when we go, we had an advantage over the Elk Grove kids. Because when we came home, it was real. Now we the toughest niggas in the street over here on this side of town. It's just,
and everybody knew it. And the thing was that you still came from a good family, so you could still fit into their, I don't want to say their idea, but their kind of cookie cutter idea that kept you safe.
Oh, being the quarterback saved my life.
Oh, saved 1,000 times. Come on. Like, you do any sport and your team or your school is successful in Elk Grove, you are the acceptable black person.
That's CJ Anderson.
You are the acceptable black person. Yeah. So I can relate. My brother played football.
Come take this picture with Lance Briggs.
Oh,
we're straight.
Elk Grove all day. He was 2 years younger than me, but it's like, everybody knew him. We all knew him. We knew him coming in.
That's my dude.
We had Adrian Ross. We had Rashard Crowley.
I played Pop Warner from little kids, me and Lance and shit.
And everybody did. So that's one thing about this area is that
dude's always been my partner. I went to elementary school with him and everything.
See, the thing is, kids are a focus here within our South Sacramento, Elk Grove. Kids and kid sports are the focus because you're trying to make better for them, no matter where you are, from Elk Grove to South Side, whatever. So that's everybody played up together. You know, I mean, I'll tell you right now. I told our kids to go outside and play one time, and they were like, "Play what?"
Coronavirus.
And I was like, "Play little." And they had no idea what to do. They were outside, literally looking at each other. They had no idea.
Outside,
like a mud pie.
I'll do something.
Outside used to be the internet.
Outside was everything. Like you have to get up, do your chores, and you have to beg your parents to go outside, even though they wanted you to be outside the house.
Burn a leaf with a nice with something in the magnifying glass.
Right? Go ride a bike. Like I can't tell you the shit that we used to do, and like made sure I was home before I needed to be home.
Kids don't know the struggle.
Right? And 9 times out of 10, your parents let you stay out after dark as long as you was in the driveway.
Oh, don't beat the street lights.
Right? But
don't let the street lights
let them see you. But then then go outside for another 30 minutes, an hour, especially in the summertime.
I'm home.
Right?
I'm home.
I'm in the house.
I'm
in the house.
I'm just in the, can I go in the driveway to the street lights?
Yes.
Yep,
And then
cool.
next you know, it's
and then
9:30.
you sit there and you wave everybody down like,
come on over. Because that's exactly how it was. But your parents were okay with it because they knew who you're with. They know the parents you're with. I tell my baby now, he gets so upset that he's like, I don't have a best friend to go over and stay the night with. And I'm like, sorry.
You can't
People's parents are parents. You can't do it.
You can't go that way.
No, and it hurts to tell them that, but it's just the truth. So I love that you have a story. I don't think I ever knew that where your motivation came from. I just always knew that you were fire and that you had the talent. And then I was like, one day, I'm gonna sing a fire hook, and then
I got you.
And then
let me know.
We blow up.
That was my partner.
No, I think that's fantastic.
Friends, man.
You're getting back into it though. You're staying. Everybody I think that's creative. You've had a little period of of non-creativity or block during this whole coronacation.
Yeah.
We've had a new president, we have the insurrection, we've had a whole lot of shit to keep people like blocked creatively. But the fact that you've taken the opportunity and you have the connections and you're working with people that motivate you and that kind of gaslight that creation and that creativity, that's super important. So should we be expecting anything else, anything new dropping in the next, during this year before summer?
Yes, definitely. I got 2 projects for sure. Me and Black Shine got a new group called Bar One.
Nice.
And we already
do virtual concerts. That's what we need to do right now until we can.
We're working on that. But the visuals from the Croc City video is so bananas that we're just going to shoot videos for everything we do until they let us out the house.
Yes, and especially you two. You guys have a little vibe together.
You know what I mean? Shout out Perseverance Fam, my boy Ant.
Love that.
Perseverance Fam, at Perseverance Fam on IG. That's who shoots all my videos.
Perfect. Follow.
Reach out to him.
Because he done a great job. I mean, some of the work in the last video was like, damn, he put in.
The boy's bad.
Yeah, you put in some work. Somebody got Ashley somewhere.
I met him when he fucking only had one little camera.
On the track.
It's right there on the track.
I'm just kidding. I have
Somebody has it.
Somebody
Right,
as in the high person right here. But yeah, just starting off with one camera and seeing where he is.
And now the boy he's got an assistant now.
And see, you guys look.
You know what I mean?
If you didn't take anything from this last year and you have a secret talent, you've been taking pictures, you've been cooking, you've been organizing people's houses, whatever it may be, like bring that to fruition. This is the time to be able to do it. So, and I've known so many art, especially photographers and videographers that have started so small, and now the shit is just bursting. If you are a
Perseverance Fam, I'm telling you, reach out to
you press shirts, you make merch. You have a huge industry for that within Sacramento and a huge community. You guys need to be taking advantage of. I'm more than happy to share your talent and share your business. So you guys always get at me. Get at me through Instagram. You can get at me through Twitter, YouTube, whatever it may be. But look, if you have a talent and you have a dream, let's bring it to fruition. And whichever way that I can be a part of that, I'm willing to. I like to say that in Sacramento, we have a whole, we have a huge market of Black excellence and Black eminence. And of course, we have one that's part of the music industry. Last week, we had one that's part of the art industry. I highlighted somebody that's doing great things, a woman of color within cannabis, and it doesn't end there. So if you guys have something that you want to share with the community, with Sacramento, with the universe, let's get it out there for sure. So I want you guys to all do me a couple of favors. You want to go and you want to follow on IG. You want to watch the video several times, add it to a playlist, download it. It's on all streaming platforms. You can find it. Start off with SoundCloud, move on from there, get it on, YouTube. Another thing, I want you guys to go and follow Miss Miko Banks and Resin Farms, especially if you're somebody interested in getting into the cannabis industry. You have a resource and you have an inspiration there. I also would like to let everybody know that there is a new channel that you should be following. He doesn't want me to say it because it doesn't have any content, but To A Day Boy. I'll tell you one of the newest things that we've gotten into and that I've gotten into in the past few months has been our Second Amendment rights and owning firearms. I was always somebody that was scared.
Let me know if you need a co-host.
There we go. I was always somebody that was scared and believed that they were dangerous and that they were a reason for our, the crimes in our community. And it's not. So we need to, as Black people, we need to really delve into our secondary rights. We need to be able to participate in them, practice them. And the best way for you to do right now, because as much as I am a Joe Biden fan and I believe in him and Kamala, they're coming after our Second Amendment rights, guys. And so as Black people and the insurrection that's happening and shit like that, we need to be able to protect our family. And we need to let our children know how to protect themselves. We need to become a little more self-sufficient, things that we don't do anymore. And that starts with your Second Amendment rights. That starts with learning how to start your own garden. That's starting with learning how to, I'm not saying I'm one to just go and learn how to kill a chicken and skin it and all that. But being able to be self-sufficient is something we need to focus on as much as we're focusing on our wellness and improving ourselves as a community. Part of that is making sure that we understand our rights. So I have to tell you, as soon as we get up air here, I'm going to be showing my newest purchases.
Shit, she showing one.
They're
Sat
fire.
on one on the couch.
That was my fault.
I
was setting up.
I was like, I'm sorry, down the business again.
I don't know.
Bye, y'all.
I don't know.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm
just
just
people
saying.
know. Don't try me. Don't try me when I'm with her because
I keep it on me like it's
we keep the blammy. We keep the blammy pack.
Can you get your rolling tray, please, ma'am?
Try me.
Yes.
I borrow your rolling tray.
Oh,
Don't try me.
and then one last little shout out before we get done for the night.
Because
We're
I'm
gonna play a
fine.
little game for Black Family, Black History Month.
Can you
But
tell
we
me-
are so over
got
minutes.
No problem, ladies.
So shout out once
Boy.
again to Sweets of Snatch by Sweets.
Yes.
And also she has the cute little onesie outfits as well. I have those.
The sea moss
The
gel.
sea moss gel. I have it right now in my fridge and freezer.
Sweet.
Where you want to go? All right, you guys need to get snaps. The summer's coming up. Springtime.
Summertime fine.
Y'all maybe try and take a little trip as
I just
Corona's
made the
easing up a
video
little
up.
bit.
Sis, I hope you watching. That's a new video. We gonna sew in some hands.
Go do that.
Snatch my sweets.
She should like that. We're gonna make sure we show that to her. We can clip that together. Snatch for real. But you guys can follow me and find some more information on that, and follow her on Instagram, which is Snatch by Sweets. You can find her on there. And next month is we're going to be coming to an end in the next week over our Black History Month. Although every month should be Black History, we know.
365.
365, okay?
Every
All day, every day.
Shortest month of the year.
Why? Because of slavery.
and every month a Black person invented some shit back then.
Yes, but that's actually, I was going to talk about, did you guys hear about?
January, February, March, April, and May. I don't know about May.
We can take all months, but did you guys hear that the Native Americans, that there's more of a push for people to learn that the Native Americans first were truly us.
Yeah.
That we were everywhere. We weren't just in Africa. We weren't just brought over. Right?
Only, what did it say?
About 40 acres and a mule, goddammit.
A small amount, though.
Only 8% or 9% of the slaves that were in America came from Africa.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were already here. All right. Not saying that Native Americans were not saying that there's not a Cherokee tribe. I'm just saying
Not strictly from
There's still a
Africa.
struggle involved.
Yes. I'm
There's
just saying,
still a struggle
when Black
involved.
people say I got Cherokee in my family, it may not be exactly Cherokee, but it's definitely true.
I do have Cherokee.
My grandma, my grandma, you looked at my great grandma, you'd be like, whose grandma's that? Because my great grandma definitely, that skin of red clay. But just dropping just some knowledge for Black History Month, just letting you guys know, do a little research on exactly who we are, where we came from. We own more than what they want to give us credit for. And the more educated we become, the more scared that they get. But that's why we got to become stronger. You know, so
Run up in the White House and be like, let me hold something.
right, it's my right. Now, to end on that, we Black people would have never been able to do what happened.
White House people, come on, man.
No, you're right. My fault.
No, I'm just saying, but like to us,
We
didn't
ain't
you
good
guys
people.
immediately when you guys saw that, weren't you like, no, we don't do that,
We getting our ass whooped.
right? Like,
No.
We wouldn't have got that fucking close.
oh, we would have got that close.
No,
At all.
girl, bye.
At
They
all.
had gates
And they would
around
have had
the
shit
streets,
in the
like,
video.
Cops wouldn't have been opening the
They
doors
saw-
and shit like
And
for
what
us.
kills
And,
me is they knew it was gonna happen before it happened. If they knew we was coming before we was coming,
Man.
trust and believe we wouldn't have got down.
National
the
Guard
street,
would have been
but-
there. Everybody,
Mhm.
your mama, your
You
every
saw
your
what it looked
uncle,
like during the they had the Million Man March or whatever,
Yeah.
and then the
and
next
how they
week,
had, yeah,
it was the different. They had all the police, or when they knew we was coming,
Yeah.
they had all the police, and it was all civil and everything,
Yeah.
and it went through without no problem. But the next week, when
It was,
when they knew we was coming back, it looked like RoboCop and shit. They fucking had the cars taped off and all.
And instead of us doing things where we're hurting each other, we're killing each other. I mean, right now, you know, there's a lot of rappers that aren't maybe big rappers, but well enough known that they're doing shit that is just detrimental, not only to you, but to your family and to our community. We have way too much power to be living like that. And we need to reverse the conversation, reverse the narrative, and live like the kings and queens that we are. I mean, honestly. You know, 2021 is the year, guys. We had a fucked up year last year. Let's go ahead and make it this year. So I got you. I'm all done. I just wanted to end on that note. So I love everybody for tuning in tonight once again for a fantastic episode. I want to thank my good friend, my fam, somebody that I really, you know, look up to and who inspires me.
And you say slap season. Sorry.
No, so he is definitely one of our crowning moment recipients for Black Eminence. Miko, you are as well. We thank you. We thank both of you for what you're doing for the community.
Town finest.
South Sac, stand up. Y'all should be proud. You know, I'm from Elk Grove, so I can't really claim it too much. You know, Elk Grove, you know, Subby Gates when I do that.
Everybody hates you.
Hi, boo.
Fire. Everybody in Elk Grove knows what I'm talking about. You know, two
Everybody-
Sabes,
All seven
two
of them.
Sabes.
All seven of them.
We used to do this shit.
You remember when Elk Grove wasn't even Elk Grove? It was just field. Remember that?
Nope, because I was not
Everybody
here.
fired. Boom,
I'm
boom, boom.
fake.
I can do the whole thing. I can do the whole drum line right now.
That's my shit.
You know, we're fired. Don't make fun of Elk Grove. We're fired. All right. You know, shit. Yeah. That's it. So fired. Dun, dun, dun. Our drum line was fired. Drum line was fired. Yes. So shout out. Thank you guys for coming once again. I love that I'm able to have this night and share it with you guys. I hope you guys had a good night. We'll see you next week when we have a couple more special guests.
Maven. I am the producer, the hubby. Follow some